What's up, everyone? I have not made a video since before Christmas, um, but I'm getting back at it. I'm gonna make a series of 7 for the 7 fragrances that I've made. Um, Bear with me. Um, I was trying to put some music on the TV, but for some reason the audio wasn't working, so I decided to put Bluey on instead. So it's gonna be a little distracting. This video um, is all about Deep. This is the last fragrance that I made. And yeah, it was supposed to be the first. What it is a blue fragrance. And I don't know if you know what a blue fragrance is, but if you've ever smelt like Nautica Voyager, Aqua di Gio, what else? Cool Water, Chrome. Those are blue fragrances. They smell clean. They smell airy, oceany. I've been wearing blue fragrances since I was in school, and I love them. They're not super strong scents, but they smell great. I wanted my first fragrance. If I had to make one fragrance, it was going to be a blue fragrance. I love the smell of the sea. I love just that oceany scent. So yeah, it was supposed to be my first. I am kind of a perfectionist and I am my biggest critic, so I made a ton of trials when I first started doing this, and I wasn't proud of any of it, and so I wasn't going to start selling any of it. I wanted to make sure I got it right before people were going to pay me for it. So yes, so Deep is what I imagine a more potent blue fragrance. I didn't want it to be like anything I've smelt before. I wanted to focus on some of my favorite aspects of it. So, not to list off all the notes, but bergamot, sea salt, and ambergris are 3 of the main notes. There's floral notes and woody notes as well as some others. I didn't think the sea salt essential oil was going to smell as good as it did, but you could literally wear the sea salt essential oil by itself. It just, and I'm sure every blue fragrance has that. It just smells really fresh and very oceany, obviously. Ambergris. I've been describing ambergris as if a whale coughed up a hairball and then it dried for hundreds of years and became a solid mass. That is ambergris, and as gross as that sounds, over time, most of the essential oils, or not even essential oils, but the most top-end fragrance makers use chemicals in place of the scent. So if it smells like flowers, it might have some flowers in it, but it might also have chemicals that smell like flowers. Why they do that, I don't know. Maybe it's the staying power of a fragrance. Maybe it's easier or cheaper to get. I don't know. Our fragrances are essential oils. and some of them take a long time to get here. Some of them are more expensive than others. But I wanted to keep it natural. That's what Primal Imperfections is kind of about, is keeping things natural and how our ancestors seen things, used things, and lived. So like getting ambergris as an essential oil, it's harder to get. It's not something you just run down to the store. What's the store I'm thinking? Natural Grocers or something like that. It's not going to be there. It smells. I want to go back real quick. Like, take musk. Musk is from the musk deer. I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly where the musk scent comes from, because I didn't write that down and I forgot. But anyways, there's animalic senses that they get from different animals, like musk. So think of ambergris kind of as musk. It's very earthy and animalic. I feel like I'm not saying that word right, but whatever. Anyways, and it adds a huge benefit to deep. The ambergris and the sea salt together is really nice, really nice. And then adding, the bergamot gives it a little bit of a fruity, citrusy addition. Woods like cedar, vetiver, and florals like jasmine. Jasmine has always been one of my favorite scents. I love jasmine. And Blue Lotus. I love Blue Lotus as well. I drink Blue Lotus tea sometimes. But yeah, it's a very fresh, oceany, deep take on a blue fragrance. As with any fragrance, I see a lot of people at the Renaissance fairs, they'll spray one of our scents and then they'll go to smell it right away. With any fragrance that is alcohol based, if you spray it and smell it right away, you're going to get a strong alcohol smell. As you let the alcohol dissipate, you're getting what it's about. You're getting those top notes, and then after a while you're getting the middle notes, and then the rest of the day you're getting more of the base notes. And so it's gonna start out more on the citrusy side of the ocean scent, and on the back end you're getting more of the woodsy notes. And the goal is it's gonna last all day. I will smell the crap out of my fragrance, even if it's not mine. If I go at work, I will spray the Kenneth Cole Blue. I will sniff my hand. I want to see how long it lasts. I want to see as it starts to how it finishes. I want to see what the longevity is of the whole thing, and compare it with what I make. Obviously, I want mine to last all day long. It is, all my fragrances are like 15 to 20% oils, which technically, if you want to get super technical, puts it in the fragrance, puts it in the perfume category. more colognes are like 5 to 10% fragrance, and the rest of it is alcohol or whatnot. I go over the top, and I want my fragrances to last longer. I want them to be a little bit stronger. Not so strong that you're fuming out everybody in a room, but strong enough that it stays with you all day and you smell fresh and clean all day long. Don't use any fragrance to cover up stink. Take a shower, stinky. Bathe, make yourself clean anyways, and then when you put on a fragrance, then it's gonna smell even better. Don't cover up stench with fragrances. I'm sure there's people that do that. Why you should buy Deep, or any of the fragrances for that matter. One, it smells fucking good. Sorry, it does. Two, I worked hard making these fragrances. Trial and error for hours and hours and hours and days and days. And especially one thing I can say for Deep is I didn't rush it. I didn't rush any of them, but some of the scents came easier to make. And I think I was such a perfectionist on a blue fragrance that I didn't want to screw it up. With different kind of scents, like floral fragrances or woody fragrances, I didn't have a lot of experience with them. So the trial and error was long. But I didn't have anything to compare it to, I suppose. All I've really ever worn is a blue fragrance. So I had a lot of experience smelling blue fragrances, and my expectations and what I wanted to make. And so, like I said, that was kind of the first one I was going to make, and it took me over a year to be like, yep, this is something people are going to want to buy. So it was the first one I worked on, and it was the last one I actually came out with. But yeah, Primal Imperfections, we're a small business, we're a local business. I want to make things that smell as good as possible. I want people to compliment you. I want you to put it on and think you smell good. And yeah, it's all natural, so it doesn't have all that chemical crap and stuff that you're gonna get from bigger companies. So yeah, by Deep, I am going to make videos on the rest of them. Maybe not 15 minutes long, but the only other bottle that has our new logo on the bottle is Feral right now. I'll probably do that video next. As we get to the original 5, Deadwood, King, Meadow, Eternal, and Bliss, those bottles are still the way we were doing it in our original tester bottles, so they're not going to look as pretty, but it's what's inside that matters. Anyways, yeah, so pay attention for the next videos. Thank you for watching.